Well, what's up, guys? Josh would Navigate the Wild, and what you're about to watch is the first impression of my wife getting her saddle. We've been trying to go a little further, find where the deer are moving, hunt where they're moving, and it was really tough this year because, for whatever reason, the majority of my season was spent deep in the swamp. That makes it tough for me and my wife to go to the woods together and actually have success. And so over the last couple of years, I've really been trying to put a bug in her ear to saddle hunt. At least get a saddle so that she can go into the woods with me and just be with me. We're constantly trying to figure out ways to be in the outdoors together. And so for Christmas, I got her the Latitude Outdoor flagship Lonestar Saddle. It is a phenomenal saddle, feels really great, has a lot of cool features. Make sure you check out our review of that. And hopefully this video kind of shows you what it's like to kind of put a saddle on for the first time and try to figure out what the heck am I doing with this thing. And we're going to slowly ramp up her getting into a tree a little further and a little further until she kind of matches how high I go, which is usually between 16 and 18 feet, in time to go bow hunting with me in September. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it motivates you to kind of join the brotherhood of what we're doing out in the woods. Navigate the wild. We're going to set this up for Meg to be able to put on and then take out to the tree and start working with the lineman's rope, getting it around, and just getting used to the saddle itself. The Ranger 22 does come with the ability, if you want to have that extra sense of security, belt loops to be able to put a belt through. But I'm telling you guys, this rope system that they have, not only does it move really smoothly, it actually feels really nice because it's just this knitted piece of rope on the top of your back instead of a belt hugging, where your belt would hug. Oh, okay, there stays.
I guess this is supposed to take hip pressure off.
Okay, like a built-in hip pinch remover. Okay, cool. So you're going to slide that down the side and then flip it over. Great, that one's in. Flip it over, do the other side. Now, all these companies are selling their own flex pouches. The flex pouch from 511 works really well. This is a 9.6-inch pouch. You get one on each side. So why do you need a pouch? Meg asked me. It just seems like it's taking up room. Well, you want a pouch because, first of all, a key to success in saddle hunting is organization. So her lineman's belt will be in her left pouch. A bow rope or a gear hoist or something like that will also be in the left side pouch. In the right side pouch, she's going to have her tether system that will come out of the pouch and go on the tree, as well as things like a handsaw. We're on private land. This is a handsaw from Baco, and it's a great saw, folds out. This is really nice when you're on private land. You can saw a limb. Always check your regulations. But for us, we can saw limbs, we can snip things. So she'll have in her right hand pouch one of these, as well as a hand shear. Those come in really handy. When you come down the side here, you're just going to find where you want your pouch. I like mine up front, and I'm open to like changing these for her. If she likes it a little further back, or if she likes it a little closer forward. So that's how it sits, just like that. Now on the front end, Meg will have a little tie that comes off. I have them on my saddle. I'm running a Phantom. This is a Gen 1 Phantom. And I have these little ties off the front. It's hard to close and open these one-handed. So for me, two functions of this. My last two steps will hang off of either side of me while I go up the tree. And then also, they help with me holding and zipping things and opening and closing things. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach her lineman's belt. So your loop is going to attach directly to your lineman's belt, and on the other side is going to be a Kong duck. What I like to do is this, and you could do this any way you want. Most guys just loop this through and then slide that through. That's fine. For me, I like just a little more added length. So I'll just go like this, and this always stays locked. This is a black diamond as well, carabiner. That just always stay locked. And then you get an extra couple inches instead of losing a couple extra inches. Now we're going to attach our Kong duck.
Do you have to untie the end?
No.
No.
That is a safety feature. So what you're going to do here is the Kong duck separates like this. So then that's going to crimp down and bite. Okay? So it's not going to give there. But what you want is when you pull this, you want this to be locked at all times. This one you don't have to worry about. Okay? But when you pull it through, you want it to pull and go like this. You see that motion? It kind of folds around and pulls like that. And then when you come back through, it doesn't move. If you do need to make room, you'll just pop this open and make the room that you need. So this one now just gets folded up, thrown in your pack. And I usually just go like this, that stays there. She doesn't have a gear hoist yet, but that's okay. Same type of thing, but this one goes around the tree. So it's going to go around the tree, and you're going to cinch through. And so we're going to put our Kong duck on that, and we'll make sure we have our orientation right. That's just going to fold up in your pack. So what Meg's going to do is she's going to put on the saddle for the first time. And we're going to go over to the tree and let her feel what it's like to get a lineman's belt on and move around, and then transition from that to your tethered. Take the lineman's belt off, sit in the saddle, feel how it feels, and go from there. So the first thing you do is when you come to the tree, for somebody that's new to climbing, you want to stay, or the circumference of kind of like a basketball. This is a little wider, but this is what we have in our front yard. You're going to step up to your tree. I usually take out my lineman's belt and I just drop it down and I let it get all uncluttered, right? Take everything out. The other thing that I've learned is I hate climbing in a rush. And so I like to come to the tree, go ahead, and you're going to step up to the tree and just zip it around, just like that. Boom. She captures it, lock it down. So I just make sure all this is clear, and I come up to the tree a little more. Now you're completely attached to the tree, and you don't have to worry. Now, if you did fall, you're going to slam into the tree. That's not going to feel comfortable, right? But you're not going to die. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. You're going to pretend like you're at the tree and you're getting ready to hang. Take your tethered out, and you're going to loop that around the tree. Now, you never, ever, ever take your lineman's belt off before you are strapped into your tethered, and vice versa. One comes after the other. You never take one off before, okay? That's how you will fall out and you will die. Normally what I do is I'll bring this as close to the tree as I can, so I'm kind of standing upright. You want it right like at your eyes and nose, because your gear strap is going to eventually go.
Right at my eyes.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Then what you do is you pull down tight on that. That way, if there's any shimmy in that, it comes out. And then this comes all the way up. Okay, go ahead and strap your bridge in. Lock it down. Now, normally what I'll do is I'll pull this up a little bit. Just bring me close. Yep, there you go. Nice. And now I let this out, and I always grab it by that. It's just easier for me, by the teeth, while you're still standing up. And then I want you to remove that back in your bag. And that transition is kind of the harder thing to get used to, but you will get used to it. It's kind of like, am I really away from the tree? Am I really, is the tree really holding me?
Helps
Yes.
when I'm standing up the ground.
Yeah.
For sure.
So this is supposed to be a more comfortable model.
But I still feel like there's nothing down here.
Yeah, but there is. So what I want you to do is completely sit in it. Wrap your legs around the tree. But for the most part, you're going to be standing. You're going to be moving around on
you're more leaning than sitting.
Yes, yes. Really what you're looking for is to just have support. Awesome. So now you can shorten your bridge. I usually shorten mine. I usually have a tail end. I have a shorter bridge, and then I move more up and down my tether. But it's really preference. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. So let's put the platform on the tree, and then you can step up on the platform and see how that feels. Lineman belt goes on. Nice. So now go ahead and step up. We literally live out, hug a tree. Yes, exactly, exactly. Bring it down slightly, it's a little high. Take in some of the slack, be a little closer to the tree. You don't have to be up on the tree, but yeah, right there. Now go ahead and put your tether on. Tether goes to the bridge. You can see her Kong duck here. Looks good. Now it would normally be like this. So if she had to pull through, she would pull through that way. With the Prusik knot, you break it, move it around like this, and break all the segments, and then you can adjust it a little better. See that? Mm-hmm. Now, how does that feel?
Comfy.
Okay. Step up to the tree a little bit and let out just a little bit of your tether. Pull up. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Let a little out. A couple inches. There you go. Good. One thing I love about Cruiser, now everybody's adopting them, but Cruiser has put an angled, I feel like the guy from Jerry, what was his name? From
Zoolander?
What was that? What was that?
Talking about Zoolander? Or he's...
Yes, but what's the movie? It's not Zoolander.
Dodgeball.
It's Dodgeball, when he's like, right? Pumps up his thing. Anyway, they give you the angled foot plate here, and that really takes a lot of pressure off of your ankles, believe it or not. When you're standing there upright, it's just a lot of pressure on your ankles. So
I could see myself dancing a little.
Oh yeah. Walk out to the side. Get comfortable walking out to the side. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. Come out to the other side. Now just think, you're going to do this and you'll be 16 feet in the air. Yeah, no pressure. All right.
It's kind of fun right now, but...
That's good. Now what I want you to do is step on the top foot plate. The other thing companies have adopted, and everybody plays catch up with everybody, but now everybody's giving you this big foot peg that you can step on. But go ahead and pretend like it's off the tree. You're going to step on it. Yep, just like that.
Hold on.
Nice and tight to the tree. That's good. Yep. And then you're going to put this foot on there.
Now I'm all loose.
It doesn't matter. You're still attached to the tree.
Okay.
You're going to step with this foot on that. And then you're going to, with that foot, lift it up. Yep. And then step on that and then press down. Yep, exactly. Just like
Our
that.
poor tree.
Just like that.
I definitely feel safer than I thought I would.
Yeah. I know. I was a little hesitant to at first, but I'm telling you, man, you just get more and more comfortable.
A foot off the ground. We'll see how
Yeah,
I
but
feel
what
the
we'll
first
do is
run going
we're
up.
gonna, we'll get you to a place where you go 6 foot and 8 foot and 10 foot, and you'll get used to it. And each time up and down, you'll get used to your system. You'll do it the same way over and over again.
Now, do you climb in your muck boots?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And it's fine.
Because like right now, I've got like a lot of, ankle mobility because I'm in.
Yeah, it's a little more rigid, but it also, stepping onto your stick, that will be a little painful because you don't have the support. It's not moving anywhere, I'm telling you. Little tree acrobatics here. All right. So Meg is going to start with the Skeletor stick from Tether. This is probably the best budget-friendly option. They are a little heavier. These are about 2 pounds a piece. I'm not going to have her run an 8er right now. We're just going to get her to learn the basics. I'll probably get her an 8er before the season starts, but right now she's just going to get reps in on her sticks. Put your line around the tree, and this could be a little bit of a pain in the butt because there's no weight to the line. So sometimes I'll just leave my stick there because you do have 8.5 foot of line, okay? And what I'll do, I want you to step up to it, so go a little higher, just like this. And you do want your line on an angle, right? And
a downward angle?
Kind of like, yeah, on an angle like that. She's going to attach this to her Versa button right there. So go around like that once, and then up through that first notch.
Through this first notch?
Yep. And then over, yep. And then, yep, and now around and around. And then normally what I'll do is I'll just put the tag end through the back, right? And whatever is comfy, but you just want to make sure that it's nice and tight.
Okay,
and
so
then
it's over and around and up. First one's on.
first one is on. What I normally do when I'm approaching the tree with my first 2 sticks is I take my second stick and I put it there. And if it's a little wobbly, but I'll just do this loose like this, just so it holds it, right? And then I don't have to worry about it. So I've got 2 sticks technically on the tree. I got 1 on each side of me. And now I'm gonna approach the tree. I'm gonna put my lineman's belt on, and then I'm gonna step up onto the stick. When you are going up, it is my preference. I like a little more rope to maneuver, because when you go to take your first step, you'll see it's kind of tight. So go ahead and get your first boot in there. You see what I'm saying? And you always want to watch these little things.
Yeah.
You know, they can get you. So you just go up slow. So I like a little more room. And then what I'll do is I'll let that out and I'll actually hold it up here. One hand. And then I'll get up. Up. There you go. Boom. Is I'll take my next step and I will get it in position where I want it before I take my second step up. So remember now you got a little problem here, right? Because you're underneath. Not the end of the world. You just want to pay attention to all that stuff. Your next step, whatever you feel comfortable with in between. I think this is a 18-inch step or a 20-inch step. And so
Is it too close?
it could be. I mean, you're going to get better and better as you go. It's really whatever you feel comfortable with. How do your teeth look on the bark? Looks good to me. Wrap it up. Pull it away from the tree. Down. Yeah, there you go. Good. Now bring your lineman's belt up and over and pull in some slack while you do it. Stand up more. There you go. See that?
Yeah.
Now go ahead and bring your lineman's belt up around the tree. I want it up more. And I know the tree, we're just doing this for demonstration purposes. Just see if you could make that step. Don't go all the way up. I just want to see if you can get your boot up there comfortably. Yeah? So that's not too far for you to step.
No, but I'd need this to be able to go up higher.
Oh, of course, of
step
course.
Up, but
Yeah. But what I'm trying to gauge is how comfortable you feel from here to here. It's always easier for me to come down, so go ahead and start shimmying down. Yep, just drop it down. As you come down, you see that? How it almost like catches you and holds you there. For me, it's always easier to come down than it is to go up. And when I get down, I always go, I'm safe.
Yes.
I'm safe. And then
You
I
have to
text
remember
Meg.
to take your sticks down with you when you
Yeah.
go.
Well, what I do is I come down, I take a stick off, I drop it right off the side of the tree.
Yeah, I
And
don't know
there
how you
have
do
it.
that with a full pack. Whew.
I think my pack weighs 30 pounds.
I'm looking to get my butt up at the tree. Never mind me with a pack.